Welcome to today's hands-on for dynamic data masking. So we know dynamic data masking in Azure SQL database is a security feature that automatically hides sensitive data from non-privileged users by masking it at query time. So this will be seeing for the admin user, we'll be seeing all the data that is me, and I'll be creating one non-privileged user where social security number, email address will be masked with the cross or X. Let's implement this hands-on in our Azure SQL database. First things first, let's create a table from the scratch. I'll just create a table. Let's run this. So now our table is ready, but it hasn't got any values yet. Let's open a new query tab. Let's insert some dummy data in the table now. Let's click on the run, got executed. Let's click over it and check. And there we go. Our customers table now got the data as well. It got some sensitive fields or the columns like email, credit card, SSN, salary, etc. So let's say I want to implement the concept of dynamic data masking. That is, the admins or the privileged users will see, non-privileged users won't see the confidential or the personally identifiable information. Let's open a new query tab. Now let's apply the dynamic data masking. So basically this defines masking rules on the sensitive columns. If you look, email is a sensitive column, credit card is a sensitive column, SSN and salary, right? All the four columns are contains the sensitive data. I want to apply the rules here. Let's run on it. It succeeded. I'll now explain what it does. So let's understand one by one. So the email function, this one basically masks part of the email address. Then we have here, if you look, the partial function. So the partial function shows the part of the string and masks the rest, right? We got numbers here. So as the name suggests, partial means part of the string. Then we have the default function here. So default replaces the generic masking with replaces with a generic masking, can be for X, this kind of thing. Then we have a random function here. If you look, replaces basically random function replaces numeric values with random numbers in a range, right? We have provided one range, so it will just provide some random values there. So the actual salary will be something different, but here it will provide some random values. So again, even the salary is masked. Even if we can see the value, it's not the actual one. So now since this got succeeded, now let's verify the masking behavior. So I'm creating a I'm creating a user named test user, right? Which is a non-privileged users. Then I'm applying some masking rules to the test user. Then I'll check what the non-privileged users can see. So let's first execute this block. Now let's check it out what the non-privileged users will definitely see. And there we go. So I've just made changes with the test username, just replaced, added one letter, that is 7 to all here and here, and I got the results. So here, if you look at the output, we are able to see the masked one, right? So the test user 7 is a non-privileged user. They are not able to see the entire data. These are masked. Even the salaries are random values, right? So even the salary has some dummy values. This is not real. Now if I'll open maybe another tab. Now I'll execute the same commands. First I'll execute Let me copy this here and I'll just execute one by one. So revert will reset kind of. I'll be again back to admin, then run select star from customers, which is I can see the unmasked values now. And there we go. Now we can see the unmasked values, that is the email, credit card numbers, SSN, and salary, the exact values how it should be, right? If we compare these two for privileged and non-privileged, you might be able to see how dynamic data masking applies the rules, and how the sensitive data like personally identifiable information are secured or masked, right? So we have completed the end-to-end hands-on for dynamic data masking. For non-privileged user, looks something like this, and for admin, I can see everything. So that's what it goes. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in our next lecture.